Hello everyone, welcome back to the world of biology. As in the previous lecture, we discussed the complete concept of the transportation. Today, I am going to introduce the new concept of the first unit, and your concept is the excretion. So before introducing the excretion, I just want to ask you one simple question. And I know and I also hope that you all the students, you eat candies, you eat chocolates, you eat chips, and you eat cookies. So my question to you all is that where do you throw the wrappers of all these things which you eat? Like all these things, where do you throw the wrappers? Where do you throw? So your answer simply will be the dustbin, that we throw the wrappers of all these materials into the dustbin. Okay, in the similar way, where you throw the kitchen waste, we also add the kitchen waste into the dustbin. So think what will happen if we will not keep that dustbin empty. Means we have to firstly we will throw the waste into the dustbin. After then we will throw the waste of that dustbin into municipal waste or municipal dustbin, and we will keep our dustbin empty. And what will happen if we will not keep our dustbin empty for further collection of the waste? Then at one time our dustbin, it will become overflow with the waste. Then what will happen? Again, if we will add all the waste, then one day will come when dustbin will become overflow and waste will get accumulated at a particular place in your house. And you know that if the waste will get accumulated, then house flies, bees, number of microorganisms will develop into that waste, and these microorganisms, they cause disease. Okay, that's why there is a need of dustbin firstly, and after then we throw the waste of that dustbin into the municipal dustbin to keep our house clean. In the similar way, students, in the living organism, as we all are the living organism, and you have studied in also in junior classes that cell is the basic functional and structural unit of life. So the living organisms, they are made up of cells, and these cells undergo various actions and reactions, and during these various reactions waste are generated, and these waste, if they are not, you can say if they are not passed out of the body, then what will happen? As these waste, if they get accumulated into the body, they cause toxicity, and if these substances will not be passed out, then this toxicity even may lead to the death. So student, what now the question arises that how do living organisms get rid of waste? Get rid of waste means how the waste, they are released from the living body. तो क्या होगा स्टूडेंट्स? इन लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म वेस्ट, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल the waste, it is collected into the body, sometime it is stored into the body, and finally it is removed out of the body. So the process of collection, storage and removal of waste products from the body is called excretion. Is that clear? So how do living organisms get rid of waste? By the process of excretion. This will be the answer of your question. Now what are the reactions? So the sum of all the chemical reaction that occurs inside the body of living organism, that kind of reactions are called the metabolic reactions or the metabolic activities. The sum of all the chemical reactions that occur inside the body of living organism, and the phenomena is known as the metabolism. So what is the metabolic reaction? Sum of all the chemical reactions that occurs inside the body of living organism. That type of reaction is called metabolic reaction, and the process is simply known as the metabolism. Now metabolism, it is further of two types. One is the anabolism, okay, and one is the catabolism. So what is the anabolism, student? Anabolism, simply say this is a flower, and garland, how a garland is formed? When the flowers are collected or when the flowers are joined, then they form the garland. In the similar way, students, in case of anabolism, small molecules join to form the larger ones, while in case of catabolism, the large molecules, it breaks to form the smaller units. So what happened during anabolism and catabolism? Some products are formed while some waste are released. Now the question arises that what kind of waste are generated in living organisms? What kind of waste are generated in the living organism? So student, if we simply talk about the plants, they are also the living organism. So in case of plants, they take CO2 for the process of photosynthesis and they release oxygen. Okay, so oxygen is the waste product in plants, while in case of animals, CO2 is the waste product, because they respire, animals, they respire with the help of oxygen. And water, it is also a form of waste product. How water is a waste product? Because living organism, they absorb water depending upon the requirement of the body. Rest of the water, it is passed out in the form of sweating in the animals or human beings, while in case of the plants, excess of the water is lost in the form of water vapors. Okay, so in this way water is also the waste product. And the next one also the salts, the ions, these are the waste materials. So all these waste material, these are the kinds of the waste material. Now how they are passed? They are passed out of the body by the process of excretion. Now students, you know living organisms simply they are of various kind depending upon the number of cell. Now let me introduce about how the living organism, or you can say how different organism they excrete, how they release their waste product. So let's start. Again I am giving you one more example, and I hope this example again will help you to learn the concept of the removal of the waste in the different organism. So simply student, if we talk about unicellular organism, in your previous class you have studied organisms. They are of basically two types. One is unicellular and one is the multicellular organism. So for unicellular organism, consider a simple example of a house, okay, and for the multicellular organism, consider a multi-story building. And now as you can see in this house, a simple house, waste will be less as comparison to the multi-story building. So it will become easier in a simple house to remove the waste product. While in case of the multi-story building, as it has number of stories, so number of waste will get accumulated. So it will not be easier for the multicellular or a multi-story buildings persons to remove the waste product. Okay, in the similar way it exactly happens into the unicellular and multicellular organisms. Unicellular, as the name indicates, their body is made up of only one type of cell. So as we are considering the example of a house, so it will be easier for the unicellular organism to remove the waste by the process of diffusion. While as we are talking about the multi-story building, means in multicellular organisms, cells they joins to form the tissues, tissue joins to form organ, which finally form the organ system and then organism. Okay, so in case of multicellular organism, it is not easy to remove directly the waste product. Then how does the waste product is removed? So in case of multicellular organism, there is present a complex system, or you can say there are present the complex components which form a system, and that system is known as the excretion. So in multicellular organism, excretion is the process through which the waste is generated out. While in unicellular organism, it is easier to remove the waste by the simple diffusion process. Okay, now from where does the excretion word come? So student, excretion word is a Latin language word. It arises from two words, ex and serene. Kirine, ex and serene. So ex means out. Okay, and how we will define excrete? Excrete means the removal of, or you can say serene means shift. So the shift of the waste material out of the body is simply the process of excretion. Again I am repeating, it's a Latin language word which is made up of two words, ex and serene. Ex means out and serene means shift. So shift of the waste material out of the body is simply the process of excretion. So this was, student, all about the introduction to excretion. Hope you have learnt a lot with this. Thank you so much.